Rinaldo Law Group makes a point of giving back to their community with the holiday season now upon us. They want to ensure kids are safe and happy. Catherine Rinaldo is back with more on how they are trying to help. Good to see you again.
It's great to see you, Carly.
I love that you and your team, this is your passion, to make sure that families stay safe. We've talked with you a lot about different issues. Today we're talking about toy safety, though, but talk about why this is your passion.
Well, we do personal injury cases, and we help people get full compensation for their losses, but we also guide and direct them to the appropriate healthcare provider so they get the care they need and they get a patient advocate. But they wouldn't need to do any of these things if they were made aware on the front end about certain things that we can do to make our community safer, to make our home safer, to help our families to have a good and rich and wonderful life.
Maybe to prevent some of these accidents.
Yes.
And unfortunately with toys, the holiday shopping season, this is where we get into some of that. You brought some excellent examples. And first, before we get into what you brought, though, talk about shopping online. You told me something that I had not yet thought of.
Yes. So many of the things that are online, you have to be really careful because they may not have gone through our safety testing and so on that we have in this country. The Consumer Product Safety Commission will test all toys and products for the home before they go out to the consumer. But if you're going online, if you're going to China, Indonesia, and so on, you may not know that when you're on the internet and you're purchasing from there, it may have not gone through this serious testing. So what you want to do, there's a few things you can check to see is, you want to see if they have warnings. That means that they have considered, is this product safe? You want to see if they have age-appropriate numbers, like this should be preschool, this should be school age. That also helps. You want to make sure they have instructions and a very thorough description of the product. You want to be careful with regard to ingredients as well. So just be caution on the internet. Just be careful. It's always, of course, better to go with American products.
Well, and let's talk about that now. And you kind of divided up for us with what you brought in today with age groups. So let's start here. And what are some things to keep in mind when it comes to toy safety and actually kind of the tangible things?
Yes, so we want to purchase for our loved ones the right toy for the right age. And we break it down into two simple age groups, which is preschool and then school-age children. So keeping that in mind, we have here, they're oversized, what would be the same thing as a Lego block. And we chose this particular island, it says for age 1+, and the concern is a choking hazard. So this is large enough, the guidelines for choking hazards is 1 1/4 inch by 2 1/4 inch. You can take a toilet paper tube and put it through there. If it goes through there, then it's not appropriate for a preschool child. However, if it does go through there, then you're in good shape. So I like this one in particular because it shows you that you can get the larger items. You know, Legos are fabulous and everyone loves them, but if you have a little one and then you have an older child, you have to be very careful that those little Legos don't get into the hands of the small child.
We have just over a minute left. I want to make sure we get to everything.
Yes, yes.
This one right here.
So the next tip that you want to consider is whether or not it's a strangulation hazard. So you're looking for items that are greater than 7 to 9 inches long. So if there's a string attached, so here you can see this is a fort, and it's adorable, I love it, but it has these strings. So you would want to be aware that these strings could be a choking hazard for a preschool person. You also look for choking hazards when it's a pull toy.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to know. All right, this one right here,
This again is, we're talking about preschool age, and so there's a lot of wonderful things out there for the kids to stay active, but you want to make sure before you put them on the item that they're stable. Because if they do fall, even if they only fall a foot to the ground, they can hurt and hit their head.
Yeah. All right. Last but not least here for the older kids.
Yes, the older kids, again, I would encourage you, if you're going to get them a bike or a skateboard or anything that has wheels that can go fast, you want to make sure that they have a helmet. You might want to buy them a helmet with that item. And then if you're buying products that, you know, the young ladies love, makeup, skincare products, and things like this is a great kit. They can make their own things. But you want to look at the ingredients, make sure it's hypoallergenic, and you can even test it on the child's skin.
Yeah. Awesome. So much good stuff. Again, thank you for being so active and involved in the community and making sure that families stay safe. We really appreciate everything that you do.
Thank you.
We look
it's
forward
our
to
pleasure.
seeing you again, and we hope you have a wonderful holiday season. And then for more on how to get a hold of her and her office and her staff, there you go. There is the number and the website as well.